Alright, here are my thoughts on the wonderful world of Puss in Boots. So, this is another movie from Toei, and I guess this was a pretty popular one because the cat in question is actually their mascot slash logo. Yeah, he became their logo, and yeah. Anyway, so this is based on the Puss in Boots fairy tale, which I know like nothing about. Just that there's this cat that wears boots, and I guess he's got a rapier and maybe a musketeer hat. I don't know, but like, yeah, I've known nothing about the story. I don't even know if this is based on that. Possibly, I don't know. I'd have to do. Well, actually, I'm disconnected from my internet, so I can't look that up right now. So, yeah, I'm just gonna assume that this must be based on the fairy tale. So, yeah, the most I know about Puss in Boots is the Shrek portrayal. And I haven't even watched the Puss in Boots movie, the Shrek spin off, anyway. I've seen all the other Shrek movies. So yeah, the story is, we have this cat that's, dressed as a musketeer, and he's like, you know, ousted by his fellow cats in this cat village or something, because he refuses to catch mice. And there's these three, I want to say bandits, but they're, well, they're like henchmen to like this. Hold on, Wikipedia page. Uh, so yeah, assassins. That's what they're. Um, so yeah, they're three assassins sent out to kill him. Um, and then along the way, he comes across this little house where this young boy lives, and he's, basically a slave to his two older brothers, and the cat, like, well, the cat ends up getting him kicked out of his house, but, then he takes him with him, and they go to this kingdom, and, you know, uh, they decide to try to get him to marry the princess, and um, yeah, um, so yeah, the princess, or the king will only let the princess marry like the richest man, whatever, and yeah, turns out, I guess the richest man is like this big ogre named Lucifer. I guess not to be mistaken with the devil of the same name. Um, well, to be fair, that Lucifer kind of goes by several names. But anyway, or the cat of the same name, aka Rucifer. Anyway, um, so yeah, the princess doesn't want to marry him. Um, and then, what's the cat's name? Piero. He, makes up this lie that, the boy, Pierre, is, like this really rich prince, and, he convinces the king to get Pierre to marry the princess. But, this angers the ogre, and then he kidnaps the princess, and, oh yeah, right before that, Pierre admits that it's all been a lie, but the princess loves him anyway. Yeah, yeah. it's a pretty basic defeat the villain, save the princess story. Um, but yeah, there's overall, I think this movie was well made. I think there was a lot of nice slapstick, and it's a very comedic movie, and the characters, for the most part, are pretty boring. I can't really say there's any that entertained me. I mean, Piero, I guess he might have been a little bit entertaining, but he's also kind of a jerk. Like, I guess you could say the ends justify the means in terms of what he puts Pierre through, in order to help him get the girl. But yeah, some of the stuff he does is kind of psychopathic in a way. Um, and yeah, I guess he has like this magic whisker or something that like kind of gives him some kind of sixth sense on what he needs to do. I don't know, but um, also, the climax of the movie is like, so the movie's like, or I watched the English dub, and the movie was an hour and 20 minutes. I think like the climax was probably about half an hour. Like, and it's mostly just them running around, trying to keep this magical skull pendant away from the bad guy, um, because it's the source of his power, and if it gets hit by a beam of sunlight, then he dies. Um, so yeah, it's like 20 minutes of them just running around with the pendant, and him chasing them and trying to kill them and stuff. So very drawn out. There's a lot of good yeah, some good slapstick and stuff along the way, but still very drawn out. But I guess they had to like pad out the runtime, because otherwise the movie would have been like less than an hour or something. Let me see. So Pierre, so I just thought I'd take a moment to like make fun of how most of the movie he's got like this bored look on his face, and he's got some like occasional emotion here and there on his face, at least. But yeah, most of the time he's just got this really blank, you know, blank, sleepy look on his face, and it's kind of funny. If um I have been kind of considering maybe doing a proper Mashit review of this. And if so, I'll definitely make fun of Pierre's face. But yeah, otherwise I'm not entirely sure if there's that much material to work with, but I don't know, maybe I can put something together. I'll have to think about it. So I mean, it's a simple movie. It's not bad. I mean, I guess I have been very spoiled by Horace, but yeah, after that, you know, you. But yeah, it's definitely not the worst Toei movie I've seen so far. I can name a couple that are weaker. Um, well, anyway, so yeah, this wasn't bad. It's just not gonna go down as a favorite of mine. A few little things that bug me, but other than that, it's harmless. and some occasional highlights. But anyway, I think I think I can recommend it if you're like interested in Toei or some slapstick comedy, at least from like in terms of like 1960s Japan, like 1960s anime standards. So yeah, but yeah, otherwise there's not really anything that groundbreaking in this one. But if you're interested, feel free to check it out. And if there's anything else I feel I might have forgotten that I should add, I'll be sure to put it in the comments. And yeah, I give this movie, I guess, a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's somewhere between a 6 and a 7, but I don't know, I guess I kind of lean towards a 7. So yeah, I guess that's it for now. Mash it and smash it, signing off.